Hi, welcome back to Shirai Show. This is the final part of Safe in the Shepherd's Arms, Hope and Encouragement for Psalm 23. And this is the closing thought. The world rams at your door, Jesus. He taps at it. The mark of the sheep is the ability to hear the shepherd's voice. The sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. The mark of the disciple is his or her ability to hear the master voice. Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice, opens the door. I will come in and eat with him and he with me. The world just rams at your door. Boom, 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 boom. But Jesus, he taps at your door. The voices scream for your allegiance. Jesus softly and tender requested. The world promised you flashy pleasure. Jesus promised a quiet dinner with God. I will come in and eat. Which voice do you hear? Let me state something important. There is never a time during which Jesus is not speaking, never. There is never a place in which Jesus is not present, never. There is never a room so dark and a lounge so sensual, or an office so sophisticated that the ever-present, ever-pursuing, reluctantly tender friend is not there, tapping gently at your door of your heart, waiting to be invited in. Few hear his voice, fewer still open the door. But never interpret our numbness as his absence. For amidst the fleeting promises of pleasure is the timeless promise of his presence. Surely I am with you always, to the very end of age. Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. There is no chorus so loud that the voice of God cannot be heard, if we will but listen. A day is coming when everyone will hear his voice. A day is coming when all the other voices will be silent. His voice and his voice only will be heard. Some will hear his voice for the very first time. It is not that he never spoke, it is just that they never listened. For these, God's voice will be the voice of a stranger. They will hear it once and never hear it again. They will spend eternity fleeting off the voices they followed on earth. But others will be called from their graves by a familiar voice. For they are sheep who knows the shepherd. They are servants who opened the door when Jesus knocked gently. Now the door will open again. Only this time it won't be Jesus who walk into our house. It will be we who walk into his. This is the final part of Safe in the Shepherd's Arms by Max Lucado. In the eye of the storm, this is you.